I just said that 98% of the people are spending 98% of their time on the 98% of the stuff that doesn't matter. And we think that it does. We think that's the stuff that's going to make us happy. But it has nothing to do with the purpose of life and who we are and why we came here. Earlier now in this lesson of God, an individuation of divinity, a singularization, if you will, of the singularity of the only thing that is, singularized in one, the plural made singular, could I put it that way? And that's who we are. And why then have we come here to this physical life? What is the purpose of life? That's the next teaching point I want to get to. Because I asked God this question. Of course, I said, God, I don't understand. If it's in fact true that it's not about the car, the house, the spouse, the children, the raise I just got, the promotion, the accomplishments, the achievements, the power, the wealth, if it's not about that stuff, then what is it about? God said, well, see, the problem is you don't know who you really are. Once you understand that who you are is me, God made human, then you will understand that I came to physical life in the form of you, that I might experience and express myself, that I might know myself in my own experience through you. So then, what will make me happy, said God, is the same thing that will make you happy, which is the knowing and the experiencing of who you really are in any given moment. That life has been created in such a way that it provides us the right and perfect people, places, and events, allowing us to express and experience, to announce and to declare, to become and to fulfill who we really are. That is divinity. Divinity in human form. And so we yearn to know ourselves as that. And people who know themselves as that, by the way, don't care how many cars they have or don't have, how many raises they got or didn't get, how much power or money they have accumulated or have not accumulated. They're just utterly uninterested in any of that. And they are uncannily happy. I mean, it's uncanny how happy they are. And we've seen people like this. We've read about them. We've heard about them. We've even met them in our own daily lives. And they're walking all over the planet right now. Thich Nhat Hanh, the great Buddhist monk, is one that I've happened to cross paths with. And there are others, the Dalai Lama and others. And you might say, oh, well, if we're talking about people at that level, we're talking about walking saints. But in fact, I'm not sure that we're only limiting it to those few rare individuals who have risen to a level of consciousness where they can demonstrate what someone like Thich Nhat Hanh demonstrates every day of his life. I don't think that we're needing to limit ourselves to that particular category of human being. My own experience has been that many people, many people, and I've met them, not just the Thich Nhat Hanhs of the world, have reached that level or have gone to that place from time to time. Now, maybe that's you. Maybe you've reached that level from time to time. Haven't we all had those mountains? Those what I call mountain peak moments when we get it. We get it. We have a direct internal experience of who we really are. And isn't it true in those moments that we need and want nothing else? That the other things I've just mentioned totally and truly don't matter? Of course it is. So I'm sharing with you that this experience of which I am speaking is open to and available to all of us. Not just to the select few, the so-called saints among us, but in fact to all of us. And so the purpose of life, God said to me, is to recreate yourself anew in the next grandest version of the greatest vision ever you held about who you are. Let me repeat that because it may have slipped past you. I said The purpose of life is to recreate yourself anew in the next golden moment of now, in the next grandest version of the greatest vision ever you held about who you are. This is what God said to me in Conversations with God. And you know, I've never heard it put that way any other place. I never got it that way from any other source. I've looked at a lot of the world's great religions. I've talked to a lot of well put together people. I listened to my parents. I had a lot of role models. No one ever said it to me that way. Suddenly I got it. The purpose of life is to recreate myself anew, brand new, in every golden moment of now, in the next grandest version of the greatest vision I ever held about who I am. Now, key here is you must have a vision. That is, you must have clarity. You must have a vision of who you are, or you can't recreate yourself in the next grandest version of that, because you've got no vision that you're holding.